Hey everybody, it's Christy in the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen, and today we are making a summer garden vegetable skillet using fresh okra, corn, peppers, fire roasted tomatoes, and wonderful Conecuh sausage and beef smoked sausage over rice. You're not going to want to miss this. Stay tuned and watch as I make this delicious meal. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Ramsey Ranch Kitchen on Smoky Mountain Faith Food and Fun. It is Mater Week here on the Ramsey Ranch, which that means that we are celebrating things to do with maters or tomatoes or tomatoes, however you say it.
You like potato, and I like patata. You like tomato, and I like tomato. Potato, patata, tomato, tomato. Oh, let's call the whole thing off.
We are cooking with maters today. Today we are making an easy southern garden vegetable skillet, or summer vegetable skillet, whatever you want to call it. And the thing about this recipe is you really can do whatever you want with it. So what we're going to use for this recipe is about 1.5 pounds of sausage. You can use any kind of sausage you like: bratwurst, smoked sausage, chicken sausage, all kinds of sausages. You can use whatever you like. I am actually going to use 12 ounces of a smoked beef sausage and about half of this package of Conecuh sausage, which is a delicious sausage that's made in Alabama. If you don't know what Conecuh is, you should find out because it is amazing. I've got a little over 1 pound of fresh okra, 3 ears of fresh shucked corn, 2 cans of fire roasted tomatoes. Now you could use fresh tomatoes out of your garden and roast them in the oven if you'd like to. Our tomatoes are not quite ready yet, so there is that. I've got about 2/3 of a big Veggie onion. I've got 1 large yellow pepper, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 1.5 cups of rice, and 3 cups of chicken broth, because we're going to make rice in our Instant Pot or our Pampered Chef quick cooker, whichever you have. And then I've got a couple of big spoonfuls of minced garlic, of course, from the jar, because we're going to make things easy. And then our seasoning is going to be Tony Checeres. It's a Creole seasoning, and I've got a good sized tablespoon here, and we will see if that's enough as we go along. So I'm going to put you on a little bit of a time lapse, and you'll watch me cut the vegetables, and then we'll head over to the stove and make this up. And I will also show you how I do my rice in our quick cooker or Instant Pot, whichever you have. First things first, we are going to make our rice in the quick cooker. I put my Pampered Chef quick cooker on the sear or saute setting, and I'm throwing in 2 tablespoons of butter. Gonna let that melt for just a moment. Okay, our butter is melted. We're adding in our rice, and we're just gonna brown that around for just a moment. I am using a jasmine rice, which gives you that nutty, wonderful flavor. Now, grant you, that's not southern, but it's delicious. So we're just gonna brown that around for a minute or two. Okay, we're going in with our 3 cups of chicken broth. I do use the Better Than Bouillon chicken base, and I mix it with the water. It is so flavorful. And then we're just gonna put it on the white rice setting and let the quick cooker or Instant Pot do its thing, y'all. Make sure you press cancel. And white rice, 4 minutes. as you can see, our rice has cooked perfectly in 4 minutes in the quick cooker. I've got our big pan, big skillet here on our stove on medium-high heat. Just a little drizzle of olive oil. Don't really need it in a non-stick pan, but I'm doing it anyway. And I'm adding in all of our sausage. And that is going to brown until it looks a little bit crispy, because you kind of want a crispy exterior on that sausage. So I'm going to time lapse and show you how it cooks down, and then I will be back. As you can see, our sausage is nice and brown, a little bit crispy on each side. This is the Conecuh sausage and our smoked beef sausage, or like a Polish sausage. The smell in this place is amazing. So I'm going to remove the sausage from our skillet, because we're going to use that rendered grease to cook our veggies instead of using butter or oil. And of course that flavor is gonna just be amazing. If you've never had Conecuh sausage, I believe they sell it at Walmart. I've seen it at Aldi's. I've seen it at Publix. So just check the Conecuh website. I'll put it up on the screen, and it will tell you where you can purchase it. It is a little bit, has a little bit of a kick, a little bit of a smoky flavor, but it is different. It is a different breed of sausage, guys. It is so good. And I know that the plant that it's made at is in Alabama. So there it is. That is finished. So now we're going to put that grease to good use and add in our veggies. In goes the okra. And in goes the corn, pepper, and onion. And we're just going to let that cook down till the veggies are just about done. And I'm going to add in about half of my seasonings. Oh, also, the garlic can go in. I'm turning down my heat to a medium-low. You don't want to burn anything. Got the garlic in there, and I'm going in with my, about half the seasonings. Then this is the Tony Checeres Creole Seasoning. There is plenty of salt in this already. There's salt in the sausage, so that's why I'm only adding half, because I kind of want to see what everything kind of boils down to before I add the rest, because you don't want anything to be too salty. Oh my goodness, the smell, y'all. All those fresh, beautiful vegetables, the green, yellow, and white. And then when we add the tomatoes, we're going to be adding in some red. Oh, somebody's jumping ship over here. And those are going to saute down for, 4 or 5 minutes. And then we're going to add in our tomatoes. Our veggies have been cooking, I would say it's been about 10 minutes. And as you can see, the onions are almost translucent. So, let me just give this a quick little taste just to kind of see where the spices are. And we're going to go ahead and add in the other teaspoon of the Tony Checeres. And we're going to add in our fire roasted diced tomatoes. I almost think we could do 3 cans of these, but that amount's about equal to everything else we have, so. And stir that in. Ooh, look at the colors. Yum. Yummy yum. That is gonna be so good. And add back in our sausage. Oh boy, oh boy. Ooh, isn't that pretty? That is a pretty, pretty skillet. A lot of beautiful colors going on there. Okay, so we're gonna put the lid on this and let it simmer on about a number 2 on our stove for about 20 minutes. And then I think we are gonna be ready to go. Just a quick little addition. I'm adding in and rinsing out the cans of the fire roasted tomatoes with probably about a half a cup of water total, so that lovely, wonderful, yummy garden goodness has something to cook down into. Look at this, guys and gals. Oh my goodness. And I say it every time, if only you could smell our house, because it smells divine in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up here for everybody. Ooh, yummy. That looks so good. And get us a little bit of that juice on our rice. Wow. Can you see that? Oh my goodness. I think Brooksy's got to do a taste test. Okay, baby, I have made you some wonderful southern comfort food there with fresh veggies.
It's Mater Week.
And it's Mater Week, yes.
And Maters are the base of this wonderful dish that we have here. And of course, Conecuh sausage, which I'm so happy about.
Of course, you have the beef sausage in that bite.
Yes. That's okay.
We did 2 kinds of sausage.
You plated it up real pretty, but I'm gonna stir it up because that's what I do.
Well, yes.
I got the beef, and then I'm gonna get a little bit of the Conecuh as well, and get some maters and all that good stuff. Yes. Now, is this your first time working with fresh okra?
It is. It is actually. I have never worked with fresh okra. I have always bought frozen. You can use frozen in this recipe.
You can tell this is fresh, and man, is it good.
Fresh corn, fresh green pepper, fresh onion. The tomatoes are not fresh. I wanted to use the fire roasted.
And that's okay, because we've got tomatoes out on the vine out there.
And it's jasmine rice that I've made with chicken broth and butter. Is there flavor going on in there?
A little bit of crunch from the corn, and of course just a little bit from the okra, sweetness of the peppers, and contrast that with the spice of the sausage. You've hit on something here. The jasmine rice just gets lost in this. I don't taste I don't have that taste of the rice. Good fluffy rice too, though. Everything about this screams kind of a I tell you what, I'm going to call this, as Tennessee as I am, I'm going to call this an Alabama sausage hillbilly jambalaya. Hillbilly garden jambalaya. That's what this is.
I did really just throw this together. This is not based off of any recipe.
No, I can see that because I don't know of anything like this. That is the big sausage there.
It's the smoked beef. It's the Hillshire farm. You could use any kind of sausage that you like in this recipe. I bet you even bratwurst would work. Or
that sausage is a little sweet.
Or even a sweet Italian sausage might even work in this.
I would do it just the way you have it.
Well, the Conecuh, not everyone can find Conecuh. Conecuh is a specialty sausage down here in the South.
From Conecuh County in Alabama.
Yes.
Which, shout out to Miss Karen from Karen Jones Food and Family. So
we know they love Conecuh.
We know they love Conecuh. This is a wonderful dish. This is one of those things that in the summer you've been using the quick cooker. We use the stove a little bit here, but for the most part, this is easily thrown together.
Yes.
And like I said, you're not going to heat up the whole house too. So
honestly, the most time consuming is chopping the vegetables.
Yes, absolutely. I can see that. But good work on this dish, babe. This is spot on.
How is the salt and the spice content heat?
It's not too salty at all.
Is it enough salty? Could it use more?
No. You don't need any more salt. Spiciness, it doesn't have a lot of spice. The fire roasted, it comes through in the tomatoes, which I know is what you were looking for. But it just has just enough spice with the sausage. And I get that from the Conecuh mainly. So you've got sweet versus heat with the, would you call that just...
It's just a smoked beef sausage.
Smoked sausage?
Yeah.
So with the smoked sausage, you've got a little sweetness there. And then with the Conecuh, you've got a little spice. It's a nice contrast. Everything in this dish is kind of a play-off of each other.
Yeah.
And so that's what makes it work, and I really like that.
And I use the Tony Checeres, which a little dab will do you. There's 2 teaspoons in there. It's too much. No. And that's all I use, no salt and pepper, because there's salt in the sausage.
There's pepper in the Tony Checeres too.
Yes. So
you don't need that really. If you got the Tony Checeres, if you don't have Tony Checeres, then salt and pepper would work, right?
And if you don't like any spice at all, you can use whatever all-purpose seasoning you like.
Whatever you got. I mean, like I said, this is a mishmash, a little thrown together summer
skillet.
Yes. I like that. It's this is good, babe. This is something that I wasn't expecting. I was not expecting this. When you told me what you were putting together, I'm thinking, okay. Maybe it works, maybe it don't. This works. So you did a good job with this. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a little fork twirl myself.
All right.
So,
awesome. Well, I'm glad you like it. Truly, I'm glad you like it because I knew that you're a big fan of all the fresh veggies and tomatoes, of course.
Rice. I'm a fan of any rice dish, but this is like boom, veggies and rice, plus some little sausage in there, and you know I love Conecuh. Guys, put together this recipe. I think you're gonna love it. Like I said, it really is just thrown together, but sometimes that produces great results, and in this case it did. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. If you like the video, make sure to smash that like button. Give Christy a big thumbs up. We know that she does a great job here in the Ramsey Ranch kitchen. But of course, also make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We've got a lot more coming up, whether it's cooking videos, we've got food reviews coming up, and so much more from around here in the Smokies. And make sure, ring ding, always hit that notification bell so that you know every time we've got new content posted. But for Brooks,
I'm Christy.
She's Christy. I figured she's here. Let her say it herself. That's right. But God bless you all. We love you. And well, I can't wait to see what's next myself.
Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for watching.